Hello everyone, welcome to Slows Network, and today we are reviewing Fallen Skies, Season 5, Episode 1, called Find Your Warrior. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see the season finale last season. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't, because I don't remember them going to the moon at all. But anyway, we get this vision. We're in like a memory. We start out in a memory of Tom's memory, one of Tom's memories, and he's like in his old house in Boston, and his wife comes in, but at first she kind of looks like an alien, but then she kind of switches back. You know, I don't know, it's weird. Or first her reflection is an alien, and it's just odd. You know, and then she kind of first is just going through the memory, and then she kind of like starts talking to him subconsciously. Like, yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's a dream sequence type thing, and I just don't know. I don't know if this person's, whoever this person is or whatever this person is, I can't tell if they're on art or whose side they're on. Because, yeah, it does seem like they're helping, but maybe not. But anyway, and at the camp on Earth, Anne's like, you know, they're gone. You know, I guess, like, legally dead. You know, pronouncing them legally dead, basically. But then Tom wakes up on the beach on Earth, and it's just like, oh, okay. You know what's so odd about that, though? It's just like, he always ends up close enough to walk. Y'all find it's always close enough. Even when, like, was it last season or the season before, when they were in airplanes and they were flying and the plane crashed, yet he was still close enough to walk back. Maybe Tom is just Jesus. But anyway, so he comes back to camp, but he has this. Oh no! Before we go back to camp, he's walking back to camp, and he fights this alien, but it's like a giant mosquito. And then he hears the voice again. Find your courage, or find your subconscious. No, not subconscious. Your rage. But it sounds like it's coming from, you know, a subconscious voice. And the thing about this is this a good thing or a bad thing? You know, when I do my recaps, I like to figure stuff out. So, I'm just saying, this is last season, right? And they're just going to try and build up to the point where it's just like, it's going to be super action-packed, where it's going to be bam, 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 bam. Or are they trying to, like, make a downfall for Tom? Which is possible, too. And he comes in with a backpack, and then he goes, and then when he finally gets to camp, he sees Pope, and Pope is like, hey, and Tom is just like, I don't know, you know, him and Pope aren't, you know, so it's just like, they have a very love-hate relationship, so, he's like, what's in the bag, anyway, and then they reunite, and he tells them about all this. But the interesting thing is this speech, and it's like, find your rage, and it's just, it's very un-Tom-like. And it's just like, well, why do you need to find your rage? Haven't y'all gotten this? I mean, y'all been doing the war well, surprising to be ill-equipped and probably outnumbered and outpowered, definitely. Low morale too, but y'all always been smarter. But it's just like, now it's just like, no, we're gonna be mean. It's just interesting. And then when he pulled out the mosquito's head out of his bag, I'm just like, why? Like, savage. I mean, not that it's not deserved, but it's just like, you're supposed to be better. I don't know. So then they go straight into battle. Like Tom is ready and willing, and he's just like they plot out to bomb these 3 areas with the Skinners, and they go out and do them. Except for Tom's group had a little difficulty because they got ambushed. So it was like someone knew that they were coming, but they had an overlord with them. So it was basically they had a general in a sense, like someone who can tell them what to do because the other groups did. So that happened. But the thing is, Tom once again was a savage. So the guy died. One of the people died, and he put a bomb to his chest, and like I guess he's switching to like guerrilla tactics now, just like. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Like, is Tom gonna be able to come back? Now let's talk a little bit before we go to the next, because they do another, like same day they go at night and go hit another one. But before, let's just talk about Ben, Maggie, and Hal. You know what sucks about this? I mean, the thing is, Hal and Maggie are like, yeah. But then at the same time, you feel bad for Ben. Ben don't have nobody. And then they got the little alien connection. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who's gonna get her at the end? What's gonna happen at the end? I feel like Hal. You know what probably happened? They'll probably take the harness off, or the spikes out, and then they won't feel those feelings anymore. They probably just connected to each other just because of that. Because as soon as it happened, that's when that started happening. So, or maybe Hal will have to move on. I don't know. It's a horrible. You think Hal and Ben might like really fight to the death? That would be interesting. But anyway, they move on to the next battle to get the Overlord, because the Overlord that was controlling the Skinner group around Tom's unit, they're like, we gotta go get him. Tom is just trigger happy. And then somehow his dream had a figure of the same, I don't remember the person's name, had a figure of the same, had a bust in his dream, in his memory, and then the school was named after the same person. So they're like, oh, this is the place we need to go. It's here. Don't worry about the other places. So they went there, and they found the Overlord. Now, the Overlord took over Ben, so they can speak, whatever. But what was odd is that he said he turned into a savage killer. Now, I don't know. What are they supposed to do? It's just like, are they supposed to be savage and just kill them off to the end? But it's not like what are we gonna do? Put them on, like, you destroyed the entire civilization, basically. So it's just like, what are they supposed to do? Put you on trial for war crimes? Where? In what courthouse? Like, you destroyed the earth. You destroyed, well, not destroyed the earth, but you destroyed the civilization. So it's just like, you kind of took the civility out of them. So what do you want now? Maybe you shouldn't have done this. It's just like, it's like the serial killer wanting mercy at the end. It's just like, sure, I'm pro-life and all, but I know I say pro-life because I feel like I'm pro-life in a sense. I'm pro-choice too. And I'm really pro-choice, but I feel like pro-life is more against the death penalty. I feel like people that say pro-life that are just anti-abortion are kind of weird. But anyway, so it's just like, I don't know how to feel. Because I don't think they have the resources to be civil about it. So I don't think they can just sit there and say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to round them all up, give them a ship, send them out of here. I don't think they can do that. Do they have the resources for that? And we just found out there's other militias. There's about 300 other militias. So, I mean, maybe the other militias have some. I don't know. But I just don't see him putting them on trial and all that. But Tom's not playing no games. And then the girl died, Denny. She died. Split her all up. But the only thing is, it's just like, Tom, you've been here a day. And then they already lost 2 people. Like, relax, Tom. Maybe I need to slow it down a little bit and be a tad bit more cautious. Because, first of all, why were they alone? Them 2. They shouldn't have been alone. Yeah, so Tom is a little trigger happy. And I think they're getting a little sloppy. But, you know, I mean, you can't just... I guess with the other militias now, it does seem like, well, there's more people, but y'all got this. Relax. Now, the last thing was that little bug that bit him or whatever. It was one of those little micro robots or whatever. I wonder what that was about. I hope he didn't get injected with something. Or maybe it's just like a sign like, we're watching you. You know, I just wonder what that meant. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. Slow this out.